Episode...
Oh.
4.
Quattro.
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 Un, dos, tres, quattro.
Quattro.
Crime stuff.
Crime stuff.
Episode 4. Let's get into it. Bert, what's the case?
Alright, we're doing the Gatton Murders.
What?
Gatton Murders.
Okay.
The Gatton Murders were a triple homicide in December of 1898.
I thought this was going to be...
There were the three Murphy
Fairy
siblings. Michael, who was 29.
Michael Murphy.
Michael Murphy, yep.
Nora, who was 27.
Nora.
And Teresa Ellen, who was 18. Apparently
Teresa
Ellen
Ellen.
was her nickname, but they always refer to her as Teresa Ellen.
No, okay, Ellen. Ellen Murphy.
Is it Alan?
Ellen.
Ellen.
A lady.
Like Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. Or like the lady version of Eddie.
Yeah.
Australians suck with their nicknames, don't they?
They really do.
Insane.
That's
It's like,
pretty much all
we need
they
to
do.
shorten this word. Let's just put another word in it. This is your nickname.
This is
It's
your
longer than your real name.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's fucking
We're
dumb.
so laid back. So, the Daniel family, the Murphy family.
The Dangle family.
The Dangle.
These people in this very dark photo.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
This was 1898, okay?
Wait,
the
look
original
at this.
photo wasn't great. So that is the Murphy family, like the
Oh, here we
parents
go.
and 8 of their children.
Ah, okay.
So
The
there
parents and 8 of their children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
So
can
it's
count.
Daniel and Mary, and they
Yeah.
had 10 children, and owned a
Where's
farm.
the other 2?
Okay, so they had.
Were they sick on the day of the
No, no,
fair?
no.
Then Michael might not be. Michael and his brother Daniel Jr. might not be in that one
Daniel Jr.
DJ.
because they had both left home for death.
DJ
What a point it
Murphy!
So they owned a farm at Blackfellows Creek.
Oh, that's racist.
Yeah, I knew that was
racist.
gonna go up. Yeah, I mean, it was Australia, pretty much at any point in history.
Especially in like the
Fellows.
1800s.
Like
Or
odds
is it
are
fellas?
fellows.
yeah.
Black fellas.
Odds are it's still called Blackfellows.
100%.
So outside of Gatton, which is where the crime got its name from,
Gatton
which is in
Murders.
Queensland.
Everything's coming together. Roll credits.
So yeah, Michael and Daniel Jr. both left home, though Michael had returned home for Christmas.
As you
Fuck.
do.
Daniel Jr. became a cop in Brisbane. I can't remember what Michael did for a job, but it was why he left.
He died.
Well, did that indeed. So
That'll take you away from life for a
That's
bit.
it.
on Boxing Day, he took his sister Teresa Ellen to the Mount Sylvia races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mount Sylvia races.
Then
The fuck did you race in 18 whatever year it was?
1898,
The fuck are you racing then?
horses.
Horses.
That's all they had.
Sorry.
Far lap.
So,
Was that-
for some reason, I
No, no,
forgot
it's
that
funny.
like races other than car races exist, and I was imagining people
People
like
can also run.
driving.
You gotta watch the
I was
video.
imagining Bathurst, but with like 100
It's
like
horse
Billy Carts.
horse and carriages,
I mean, I would
Fucking Ben-Hur.
fucking pay
That's what you
money for
pictured.
that shit.
but Bathurst now.
Yeah.
No, what was the one where they... Was that Ben-Hur?
I don't know what they did
What they
the
raced the
chariot
car.
race.
Yeah.
It's also, is there a chariot race in Gladiator?
No, they get fucked up by Jared's boat.
Oh, yeah. Then at 8 p.m. that night, they, alongside sister Nora, left to attend a dance at the Gatton Hall. They made it at 9 and discovered that the dance had been cancelled.
Oh, spewing.
So they headed home.
Back in 18-something, that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
were prepping
it was
for
an
months for this
hour
dance.
by horse and cart, essentially.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
To get there and be like, yeah,
That's
it's
like
cancelled.
a kilometre from here.
Yeah.
On a fucking horse and
It's literally how
cart.
far it is to Macca's.
From here.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, they like rocked
Slowly
up like
throughout
we
all
are.
these episodes, people are going to be able to pinpoint where George lives.
100%.
So yeah, like slowly, like they rocked up and were like, we're ready to dance, and they're like, the dance has been cancelled, and they're like, well,
Looks like we're
Fuck.
going to go home then.
so now we're back. Like, people get pissed today if they're made to wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
For a cheeseburger.
Yeah, like you imagine back in the day, like
Horsing for an hour.
to fucking go back.
To get
Like,
to the dance.
fuck.
Where
Yeah.
you were going to find the man of your dreams and maybe show him your ankle.
Nah.
That's it.
Like, and
Give the old,
I can show you
sneak
the
peek.
children too, even darker photo.
Who's this?
But Daniel there has the best fucking look
Look at
ever.
that fucking...
Whoa.
He looks like a cowboy.
Yeah. All looks
These
from
look
like
like cowboy pictures.
They're fucking
1890.
stash.
Everyone in 1890
With
looked
cowboy
the
pictures.
same. Didn't matter
Fucking-
where in the world you were.
Fucking tough.
Yeah.
Cowboy pictures.
Holy shit.
This boy gonna grow up to be just like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's Teresa Ellen.
That's what I said.
Or it could be Nora.
This
I can't
boy-
remember.
this boy right here?
One of the,
Oh, wait.
whichever one looks more 18.
Wait,
is
they're
Teresa.
ladies?
This boy is a girl.
They're both ladies.
Yeah, they're both ladies.
Oh shit.
There's like fucking 4 episodes of this season already, which is all 4 of them, where I have made fun of women. That one was unintentional.
Yeah.
The other ones I apologise for.
That one though, y'all girls look like men.
Yeah. It's
That
okay,
girl looks
they're
like a
dead,
man.
they can't be offended.
Look at this picture though. Yeah, that looks like a dude. Looks like a little boy. This one.
Which,
This
yeah,
one.
I can't remember if it was Nora or Teresa Allen, I can't remember. I was going to write on there, but didn't.
I was going to say, when Bert throws up that picture, it's going to be better tthan the one we're looking at. And I don't want to be judged. Don't judge me.
Oh, you're going to get judged. So yeah, they never made it home.
God damn it.
Hey, what? They never made it home?
Yeah, even with that hour
I
trip.
fucking
they
took a
never made
left turn.
it. Yeah. It was funny because that was like the next line and it took us so long to get there.
It's like an hour to get home. Fuck, now we're going to go home from the ball because the ball's not on. And they just never get home.
They never even made it, so it was longer than an hour.
They got sconed.
Yeah, it's roughly from when they left to now.
Yeah.
They still haven't made it home.
Still tracking.
That's
to
a
this
long
day.
time. It's going to take me like 30 minutes to get home, maybe 25.
Yeah. Not
You imagine waiting in fucking 1898.
Yeah, like 120 years.
It's a flat
It's
number.
literally 120 years this December.
See,
Shit. So 119 years and 9 months.
Yeah. So Boxing Day this year, it will be 120 years exactly.
Well,
Since they disappeared.
so they're probably dead.
Yeah, probably. So the next morning, Mary Murphy asked her son-in-law, William Neal.
What?
He's not a Mook, he's Neal. It's like McNeil, but it's Neal. It's like
Neil.
Neal.
Maybe they just spelled it wrong on his birth certificate and we're like, no, that's how we want
That's
it
what it is.
pronounced.
Yeah.
You're right, mate.
Please don't
How
die.
are you making me?
Although it would be funny. Oh god, now you're both dying.
That was a good one.
It would totally give us some views.
If George died on camera,
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, so
you're damn sure. we're
it was
putting
the
that up on our
son-in-law
channel.
who Sulky Michael borrowed,
Sulky.
which is basically a card.
Huh?
It's a horse-drawn card. It's called a Sulky. Well, it's one type of is called a Sulky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird name.
I thought that's calling one of the kids a little bitch.
Yeah,
What's
it
your
was
name,
Sulky.
kid?
He was
Sulky?
Sulky.
So he
Little bitch.
managed to find his Sulky's tracks. He knew because of the way one of the wheels was dodgy and it left like very distant track. So he was like,
Is this dad?
this is the son-in-law.
I thought it was dad. I was like, classic dad.
Classic dad.
It's like his
That
brother.
wheel's been fucked for generations.
Fucking Davo's sulky.
I can tell because the fucking wobbly wheel on it.
Told ya, get that shit fixed.
Yeah, but he didn't, which is good because now I know where he went.
So this is my moment of triumph. So he found them 1.9 kilometers, 1.2 miles
Aha.
from
What's that
Gatton.
feet?
My moment is ruined. So he found
Wait,
their
from
box.
where the dance was?
Yeah. So 1.9 kilometers.
It's 2 k's away.
So and like it must have been. I think that was like half-ish way. So it took him 1 hour to go 4 kilometers.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
So those
Well,
guys
like,
go what,
when I guessed, I was
500
like,
meters
that's like
an
a
hour.
kilometer from here.
Yeah.
No, I was wrong.
Yeah,
It was like
by a
4
quarter.
kilometers from here.
Like I'm
So
pretty
it
sure
was
it
like-
said it was like halfway-ish.
So it was pretty much like, let's like go from here to. What the fuck is like 4 k's away? Middle Mount?
Hospital.
Hospital?
Is that 4 k's away? No, that's
Nah, it has to
not
be more than 4. Okay is not far. Like if you actually like look down the thing of like K's, it's fucking quick as shit.
This doesn't mean anything to these people.
No.
Talking about the hospital and
Yeah.
McDonald's. I told you they're going to be able to pinpoint you.
Figure it out.
Alright. I need to
Anyway,
beep all these places.
Definitely
Don't give out my
say
address.
rel-
I know! Shut up! Shut up, Chris! You're gonna kill me!
You're gonna
My
kill me.
neighborhood's already rough enough.
And then the next case will be us talking about
Did
you.
you see how many
The
kids?
next case is just me and Bert.
That's it.
It's like, we've got a sad one today. This is about George. What do you got for us, Bert?
So, hang on. Yeah, that'll help. So essentially, Michael and Teresa were found lying back to back, 2 feet apart.
The world's shittiest jewel.
Nora.
Did they find the horse and carriage?
Okay, so I'm getting to that. Nora's body was positioned in the same orientation 28 feet away to the east
Maybe the same
on a neat
location.
rug. So all of their feet were pointing west, directly west. The cart
With
and
a
the
compass.
horse is found under the sulky. I believe its feet were also the sulky was pointing west as well.
What the motherfucker?
That was forming a triangle between the 3 points.
What was in the middle?
Nothing. It was like an open field.
Clues!
So
Lies. Should dig right in the center.
the thing is, like, this
Trevor.
was a behaviour never seen before and never seen since in Australian crime. There's very
Never seen
particular
since.
pointing of bodies. We've never seen anything like it before.
Nobody's
Yeah.
killed people and arranged them in a perfect position.
Like, well, they're not pointing the feet towards a very specific direction.
Old man's
or
just got a
anything.
compass and he's like dragging them through the
Yeah.
forest like.
So, this is kind of a map of the
Left.
area where they were found. So, they were found in the X.
Treasure! It's a treasure map! That looks like treasure.
Okay.
So,
So that's where the horse was.
Mm-hmm.
In the cart.
Ah, Toowoomba.
Clark's residence. That's not very far from Clark's butchery.
Mm.
Logan.
no.
Right next to Logan's place.
Swamp Paddock. What a sick. Toowoomba?
Yeah.
I got relatives that live in Toowoomba.
Well, there you go. Maybe they did it.
We may have driven down
We
this
did.
road but when we came back.
They didn't live in Queensland all the way back then.
No, fair enough. They might have driven up there, done it, come back. Although, given how long it took them, it might have taken a long time to go up there, do it, and come back.
So they found him in Moron's Paddock.
Yes.
Moran. It might be Moran's.
Probably
I'm
Moran's.
not feeling it.
Nah, Moran. Moran.
Mount
More,
Sylvia.
more. More.
The slip rails.
Yeah, so there was a lot of industry in the area.
Like a butcher's in a house.
Yeah. Both,
And Swamp Paddock.
both girls had their hands tied behind their backs with handkerchiefs. Michael had been shot and bludgeoned. Nora had been strangled and bludgeoned.
Overkill.
Teresa had been bludgeoned twice.
Nice.
So, bludgeoned once and then that's one more.
Boom. Yeah.
Cool.
So we used the
And then-
bludgeon a couple of
Boom.
times. I like that he wasted a bullet, then bludgeoned old mate.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the other way around.
The horse was also found to have been shot.
Yeah, you can't bludgeon a horse.
Bludgeon a
man.
horse today. You see how hard their fucking skulls are?
Yeah, it's like that fucking other dude.
Believe
Hey,
me, I've
fucking
tried.
Reggie.
Neil contacted Acting Sergeant William Arell,
It's like a McDonald's ad.
which is where things started to get a bit dodgy. So, Sergeant Arell then called for police from Brisbane. He went to send a telegram.
Forgot.
He wanted to make it urgent. They told him, you don't have the authority to do that. So he went, okay, just send a regular telegram. So it took a while to get there.
4 weeks later.
And then he didn't go back to the crime scene or take any notes. And that will all come back later.
Bodies.
What?
So what happened to the bodies if he didn't go back to the crime scene?
so that he
Let somebody else
looked,
clean
he
up.
looked, didn't look, take any notes, and then they left. And then came back later.
So he just rocked up and went like, okay, this is all here, great, excellent, gonna go alert.
So
the
it took
authorities, and then
48 hours for investigating officers to arrive on the scene.
That's a long time. By
Because
that
they-
time, the wolves had set in.
Mm.
Yeah, so they literally...
They were at least
got
10
that.
Ks away.
God, I've got to check something.
Here we go. Cross matching his fucking facts.
I might come back up, but it was found that basically the police up in Brisbane initially thought it was a hoax because
No, that's bullshit.
the son Daniel Jr. or whatever the fuck his name is,
Fucking prankster he was.
yeah, Daniel Jr. was a police officer at the station. So
Ah.
the assumption was, yeah, it was a joke sent in for him, and he tried desperately to get home.
Oh,
Kept missing
ha
trains, couldn't make it.
Ha ha ha! Your
Yeah.
brother and sisters are dead.
Yeah.
Ah.
Classic
Just gonna scrunch
1898
this up.
jokes.
Yeah. And now
Oh,
all
pranked.
of them were facing
Yeah.
west,
Pranked
or
ya.
whatever the fucking way they were facing.
Fucking
Got
pranked.
him.
Killed your horse.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah. So yeah, it took them a while to get there. Autopsies determined that Michael and Teresa were upright and back to back when they were killed.
Okay. Shit.
Nora had been strangled by a harness strap. That was
Horse.
was found.
Mm-hmm.
Both girls had been raped using the brass-mounted handle of a whip. They never found the whip.
That's a terrible way to go.
The initial autopsy did not find that Michael had been shot, though later examination of the exhumed bodies, when they decided they needed to dig up the bodies again and check, found a bullet in his head.
How the fuck did you miss that? that?
So there's a bit of a I don't think I wrote down the specifics, but there was a bit of a he said kind of situation going on where the sergeant reckoned he knew there was a gunshot and he told the doctor to deal with it, and the doctor went, he didn't really say that, but I thought I saw what was a gunshot, but then I couldn't find a bullet. But then another guy said, like, he didn't really look for a bullet to begin with. And so it was just like a mess of people blaming each other for not finding a bullet.
Not my fucking fault.
I guess if you shoot someone, like, in 1898, and then grab a club and then beat the bullet hole, they're like, I can't see that.
Maybe beat him to the first and then shot him in the head.
It's a good question. Like, yeah, just a bludgeoned and
I
shot.
still feel like he's shot in the head and it's gonna go. I mean, like 1800s guns probably aren't as powerful as like the ones we got now.
No.
But I still feel like it would go.
I mean, a 1935 gun bounced off a guy's like the bullet.
So.
The bullet
You're absolutely right.
like smushed against his
Pulled
head.
into his skull.
He would be like, bink! Damn it!
I think I was a fucking.
That was a
superhero.
.32 caliber. So, don't know what caliber this one was.
7.
So, Michael's
4 inches. It's a fucking elephant. It's like this big.
Like, here we go, ready guys? It just goes. Just dust. His head is just dust.
So Michael's purse is also a matter of concern.
His purse.
People had purses back then.
It's a satchel. Indiana
Wallets
Jones has
weren't really a thing.
A purse is
one.
really
A man was found with a purse.
It
Did it have
had
his tampons in it?
the night before the murder. It had 15 shillings in it,
Oh shit!
which would be
Rich purse.
worth about $100 today.
Woo!
Four.
Not leaving house with $100.
The purse, when they found it, was empty. Neil testified that although it appeared that Michael's hands had been bound at some point, with one holding the open purse, it was not so when he first saw the body. So he was like, it looks like he's been tied up and had a purse, but now he doesn't, and the purse is over there.
And that policeman is wearing a new fancy hat, and I don't know why.
All the other witnesses state his hands were not tied, and that a breeching strap lay nearby, and an empty purse lay even further. However, when the body was moved, the strap was between his arms, and he had a purse in hand.
There's like 7 different stories here.
Yes.
So,
It's 1898. It's hard
Not
to
a
keep
lot of
facts straight.
information going on.
They weren't doing the big
Click.
of every crime thing.
Click.
So, there wasn't a lot. It is suggested that somebody had untied him and taken the money.
Yeah.
he's dead.
Look for the dude
Yeah.
with the fancy new hat.
Yeah. Sergeant Orell was later criticized for not taking notes on site and not knowing his authority to send urgent messages.
Fucking terrible at his job.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You can't send an urgent one. Oh, okay.
No, I guess
That's alright, I guess I don't have to. I'll just send a regular one.
Alright,
Yeah.
send this message from me. 4 people are dead.
Mhm.
That sounds pretty urgent.
Yeah.
It is urgent, but I can't send urgent ones, so I'll just send this regular one.
I guess,
Like a pleb.
They're all pointing west.
Which is probably also why the police of Brisbane didn't take it seriously. They were like, if they were really dead, it would have been an urgent message.
Yeah.
And he didn't think he could send one. So it was just like,
And he lost his fucking telegram privileges.
Yeah.
Sending nudes.
So yeah, they reckon those things might have hampered the case a little bit. And yeah, I did write that. There was a royal commission. A royal commission done, and they found that the police in Brisbane thought it was a hoax to begin with. So, didn't go well. So now we're going to get into the suspects.
If people don't believe you, that's generally a bad way to start an investigation.
Usually not great. So our first suspects are the rest of the family.
Holy shit!
So,
Start with the best one.
all the family members were essentially suspected because there were a lot of rumors of incest in the area.
Of course it is.
In
but
the
there
family
was,
area?
yeah.
Or in the town?
In town, they were kind of like
Just in
that
the general,
family that
in
lived
their
on a
general where
farm.
they live area.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw these 2 ladies.
That look like...
I mean, if you were those ladies who looked like a dude and your brother had this dope ass moustache, you'd be like, well, this is all I'm gonna get, so
Done with them?
I'm gonna go for a moustache ride.
Yeah, they found pretty much no evidence the family are involved because they, I think, were pretty much all at the farm that night and saw
And
each
you got
other.
farm shit to do.
Unless
That's
the
it.
whole
Fucking ages
family
away, and
was
their
in
only
on it.
horse and fucking whatever
Yeah.
that thing was called was gone.
Sulky.
Sulky was gone.
Yeah, so it wasn't exactly like, yeah, they could just wander out there and hope they fucking caught them, and yeah. The other one was itinerant workers. There were a lot of workers in the area for the different factories, and heaps of them were interviewed and didn't lead to anything.
Okay, so not those guys then.
Dead end.
Well, yeah, they didn't find any clues or any evidence enough to be like, it was this guy. However, then we get on to a man named Thomas Day,
I like it.
who has his own story. So, the Royal Commission pointed suspicion at a labourer named Thomas Day. The commission was done a couple of years later, I believe, or it might have been the next year, who was not treated as a suspect at the time.
I don't think anybody was
he
a
lived-
fucking suspect.
It's true. He lived 270 metres, or 900 feet, from the crime scene, and had been seen washing blood from a pullover around the same time.
It's pretty sus.
There was also a man that fit his description a woman had seen chasing a horse, and other people had seen him often walking those tracks.
Gotcha.
It's also suggested he was in possession of the gun that was used in the Oxley murders, which happened nearby. A revolver, they believe, was found near the butchery where he worked.
Was that the butchery on here?
Yeah.
Which was just up the road?
So yeah, it was found
Clark's residence?
Swamp Paddock. It was found like this side.
Okay. So people died here. Like 200 meters away was like
He was
here-ish.
seen
living.
chasing a fucking horse down this way
Yeah.
somewhere, washing blood off his...
He lives
Okay.
here. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, between the Oxley murders and these murders, 4 bullets were missing from the revolver, which matched the amount of bullets used in both crimes.
That's fucking... It was this dude, for sure. 100%.
So yeah,
Fucking
and he
teamwork.
received the gun from another guy. Who
He received it from another guy?
Yeah, so there was a rumor that the two were connected by a... I forgot the term they used specifically. It was like power magnate. Thomas Day was actually an alias used by Theo Farmer, who was the son of magnate William Farmer. When he died in 1900, this is Theo, because William moved to like England at some point. When he died in 1900, he was known as Thomas FURNER when he was buried. He died in hospital.
Too many fucking names.
This information was withheld by the from the public by the police and governments of both New South Wales and Queensland, and was so for about 100 years.
Okay.
They refused to even go oh yeah, there's this guy, he died. Just never brought it up. This has led to a few people that believing that there was a bit of a conspiracy going on.
You think?
Because, yeah, as the son of a powerful guy, might be connected to a murder. He dies and no one mentions it. Seems a little sus.
Lives like 200 meters away in 1898, where you hear a gunshot from literally like
there was
miles
so
away.
many mishandling of evidence and not really interviewing people.
There's a lot of bumbling cops.
I mean, that's why the whole... I mean, that leads me to believe the whole, the purse was found in his hand, because he doesn't really care about money, because his dad's hella rich.
Yeah. So,
Somebody else stole it.
that is the Gatton Murders.
Who
So
was it,
What do
George?
you think?
Old mate at the end. Old rich mate.
Old mate at the end.
Day?
100%.
Killing
Thomas Day, a.k.a. William Farmer, a.k.a. Thomas FURNER.
So
Thomas...
he was the son of a rich
Magnate.
like mining
So
or farming
big
or
rich
something.
man,
Yeah.
Worked at a butcher's.
Yep.
They were
Knew
coming
his-
home from the dance that wasn't on.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't think it's the family, because I believe the family would have been like, they're going to the dance, they won't be home from the dance until this time. They would have known the dance wasn't on. They don't get the fucking telegram.
Yeah, exactly. There weren't there definitely weren't text messages and everything.
That's it.
Dance isn't on, we're coming home, lol.
Best they could do was send an owl.
Yeah. Literally send an
Harry
out.
Potter.
Yeah.
Send a
All they
fucking
had.
owl.
So they
It had
couldn't
been
know.
somebody that stumbled upon him and was just like, I'm gonna fucking kill these people.
Yeah, literally had to
He's
be
like-
pretty much
I need
And
to
if
feel...
he's done it before, he's just like, I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for fucking
Yeah.
strangers.
Well, yeah, it might not have been him that did the other one. There was another guy.
Old mate
who
that he
had
borrowed the gun
Yeah, because the other guy got done for the murders, but the gun was never found. They believe he handed it off to Thomas.
Did Tom know that he killed these other people?
Possibly.
How fucking... I was gonna say if he didn't, that's a hell of a coincidence. The gun was used in 2 separent murders.
Well, I suppose when you get the gun, you're like, 2 bullets missing. What's up with
I'd
this?
be like, you gave me a fucking gun.
Wow, my question about
The first thing would be I'd open and I'd be like, well, there are 2 bullets in here. But then I'd just be like, doesn't matter, you've probably been shooting stuff. That's what guns are for. To shoot stuff.
Possessed gun, Hunger's blood.
That's what happened.
It's like the Black Blade.
That's it. The possessed gun's like, I've killed 2. I wish to kill more.
Hand me off to somebody else.
Let's
I
go.
could say that. The Black Blade was in a book, and I forget the name of, but then it became a song by Blue Oyster Cult, and then it was also a weapon, it was called the Ebony Blade in Marvel Comics, wielded by the Black Knight.
It has nothing to do with what we're on now.
No, but
There's more Marvel
it was a
fucking
blade that's alive
for you.
and thirsts for blood.
Yeah.
So it's basically the gun version of that.
I'm gonna say the last guy did it, Thomas Day.
Thomas Day with
He-
a cursed gun.
Totally did it with a cursed gun. Also for the
In the
thrill,
forest.
for the thrill to feel alive, because nothing else brought him pleasure.
Because he's rich and he's got everything.
He's
No.
rich.
That's why he was working at the butcher's.
Yeah,
And just
cut
still like
things
do
up.
some, yeah.
Likes
I don't
to-
understand
he
why the
likes
fuck he
to
pointed
kill.
them all to the west, though. Was it the west?
Yeah, all the feet were pointing west.
That's weird to me.
Mm.
And there
Yeah, that was
like a
one thing that
triangle.
literally is the one thing that even when people are like, we're pretty sure it's Thomas Day, like all the evidence kind of points
We
at
just
it.
don't know why.
And there's even more evidence now, they're like,
And why he did this.
why the fuck did he do it this way? Like, what was
Something
the
to do.
point? Like, it's very odd, like, the
Yeah, I had
different
plenty of
things
time
he
because
did.
nobody ran for miles.
He was just fucking bored.
No,
He's like, ah, fuck this shit, I don't do this.
Rich, I got money, I've done my fucking
I think
work
the
for the day.
sun
I'm
sets
gonna
up
That's it.
the-
blow off steam by
Yeah.
fucking killing these people and getting my compass out and going west. I think that way.
And that's why
I'll
he,
do it to the horse.
that's why he then fuck, that's why he then fucked those girls with the end of his whip.
That
because he's
happened.
like,
That was a thing that
yeah,
happened.
Thomas Day.
Ah,
Huh?
He did it.
yourself.
It was
like
that motherfucker.
Sharon
He was
subscribe for more fucked up stories like that.
Yeah.
Woo!
The crime stuff.
Yeah.
Crime
Get on your
stuff.
crime stuff.
Oh,